Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go on the attack first. Here's Cam Wallace, figures to be a big part of the game plan in this one. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Give to the running back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Wallace.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. Running inside, it's Wallace.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Wallace. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside the 10, here he comes. So the Michigan Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it on the counter. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Pulls it in at the 25. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to...
Maybe some room here. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wallace. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before the half.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
Field goal is good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. It's complete on the right side. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. The Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Crosses the 30, he's got away. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wolverines come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll take it himself. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They put points on the board on a couple of drives, but now they'd like to stick one in the end zone. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Lost one deep down the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 50. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle, it's Howard. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges, and you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. The run from the shotgun. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. With the catch, it's Chambers. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Wolverines! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Upstairs to make the catch. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Quarterback may change this route. start this drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Howard. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They'll run the counter. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He's got him. Caught, and he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Quick strike complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Moving out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield very late in the half. Good timing on the quick out. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's the Hurricanes, looking to push their record to 7-0. And you do that, you essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Happy Valley. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. So here comes the Michigan offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll run play action. The sure hands, it's Marsh. Snags it and there's running room. Touchdown, Michigan! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this offense picked up right where they left off, and that didn't take long, did it? I mean, that was a fast drive. They strike quickly. This offense has got it humming. There's got to be some answers figured out by this defense, or this game is going to get sideways in a hurry.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score. He hurls one deep down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Strong, firm tackle.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Knocked down for the tackle. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And that ball is caught. One hand grab. And the Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Fires to the big fella.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Looking down the middle. Got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. There's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him.
Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed...
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it down the field. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He got it! Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Trying to barrel in, and he will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They get the score and a free trip to the ice bath after the game.
No doubt. Heck of a pass, though. To stand in there, know you're going to get smashed right in the face. I'll take the ice. I'll take the touchdown.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Fires to the big fella. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Buchanan. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Crosses the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. That's reeled in. It's Buchanan. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Plenty of options here. Run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Quick release on the RPO. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. This time they'll go to the running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on 2nd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. Touchdown, Michigan! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Big Blue with the response.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an abs. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
Guys, with that catch, he has now eclipsed the 200-yard receiving mark. He has been virtually uncoverable the entire game. No matter where they've lined him up, doesn't matter who they've lined him up against, he has won time and time again. He's showing you why he is such a weapon in this offense.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the 4th.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. On the ground with the counter. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Creates a little room. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Could be an alley. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. On the move at the 30. Racing down the left side. Headed to the end zone, and we are tied. And now an extra point away from taking the lead.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
And he knocks it through to put him up by 1, and now the D will try to hang on. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Rides to back and leaves it. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
I love that last play, and I love that they're still under control here. I know it's a 2-minute situation. Everybody's trying to go fast, but they can't get out of control. Right now, they're playing within themselves. They're understanding what's on the clock, and they're just running their offense.
Yeah, and this offense knows what it's like. This is the 2-minute drill. We got to keep the pedal to the floor. Nice job getting the first down.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Under fire. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road there.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve.